he has talked about the kinds of cleanliness, both the spiritual cleanliness and the physical cleanliness. He talked about the eating. Maybe I will emphasize that most in our side, the boys. That's most almost our problem. Then he talked about the self, like you as a person, how you keep yourself clean. Because when we reflect what the Prophet said, Al-Islam Nabi. Then he said, La tadkhulul Jannah illa Nabifa. No one, you will not enter Jannah unless you are clean. He gave us an example. He gave us an example of the insects, how they clean themselves, then how the environment cleans itself, like a body dies, maybe someone dies, the lion comes and eats the flesh. The remaining flesh will be eaten by the marabusto, the vultures. Then the remaining flesh that will be decaying will be eaten by the bacteria. So, meaning Allah keeps the environment clean. Then you in person, you need to clean your environment clean. If where you sleep, where you eat from, where your clothes so outside to be dirty, and yet Allah talked about cleanliness. The Prophet talked about cleanliness. Even he gave examples. The Prophet gave examples, and Allah gave examples not only in words but also in acts. The environment himself and the Prophet talked about himself. Thank you so much.
MashaAllah, nice explanation. Even I don't need to come back here. He can teach of this topic. MashaAllah. But I want to hear from the girls also. What do we understand this?
Language so all of us can understand. Something tells us the Almighty Allah, the Most Holy. It tells us what features make Allah stand out as the Most Holy. Cleanness, holiness, and living like for we. It tells us that this world is a factory that runs 24/7. We have input and output. But then what catches my mind is when he says the environment where we live is generally like maybe dirty, polluted and what. But he tells us, look at the jungle, the ocean and the sky where we have no humans. This place is too clean because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to keep his creations clean. So what do we learn and pick from this? He continues and tells us that we as people, we not only have to clean ourselves, but also the environment where we are. You understand what I'm trying to say? So we go on and learn a lot from whatever he says, but we go on and learn a lot from whatever he says, but different from his words and how we understand. I want us to leave this place knowing that if Allah, the Almighty, the Most High, cleans or makes sure that what he created is pure and spotless, then we, his creatures, have to obey and learn from him. From our school, our dormitories, our homes, living in a clean environment makes you feel organized and pure. You wake up, lay your bed, take a shower. There is a way you feel different than waking up and not being organized. So, thank you all for being patient, listening and sitting here. I pray you have a good time.
MashaAllah. Alhamdulillah. So